Welcome back to the channel. We had a change of plans. We did not go to Bear Dunes National Park or Isle Royale, but we are in northern Michigan and we are enjoying the beautiful lakes here. This is actually Torch Lake right now and we're in a sandbar area, so the water is so clear. It's really shallow right here and then gets deeper back there, so you have some nice shades of blue, but we'll take you around.
All right, let's do it. So yeah, this lake is really cool because it stays shallow, like, I don't even know what this is, a half-mile out, where you could still stand up like at waist deep. And this is pretty crazy, but it seems like a nice life. You can see there's a bunch of people just kind of hanging out on the lake. And yeah, we're gonna head somewhere where it's a little more peaceful. We're gonna just chill for a little bit.
The next day.
Good morning!
So we just stayed at an alpaca farm through Harvest Host, which is really cool. Harvest Host always has such unique experiences. We hadn't seen alpacas up close, or at least not in a very long time, so it's really fun to watch them, and they have some babies. I think one was
10 days old.
Yeah, 10 days old. They were so cute, just running around. But next we're going to continue exploring and head to another beautiful lake here.
Let's check it out.
Let's go! Alright, so you're gonna head down there?
I think so. Looks fine. It's a little windy, but it feels good. We'll see.
Alright, good luck!
So it only took like 3 minutes to get down here. But going back up, we'll see how that goes. And every step up, you take like a half step down. It's crazy. Wow, that sleeping bear dune was crazy, but that was so much fun. There's something so like giggly about just sprinting down it, but of course, what goes down must come up, and that was pretty exhausting. It's just so steep, and like every step you take, you actually do go back like half a step. You know, you gotta push yourself, but yeah, it was exhausting, but the lake was actually really nice. So I'm glad that I jumped in there for a little bit. We actually have a lot of driving to do still, so we're actually gonna head towards Indiana Dunes, so we got like 4 hours to get there, and should be fun. All right, after 4.5 hours of driving, which actually isn't so bad because Liana's got me into an audiobook right now. But
Onyx Storm, so good.
Yeah, but we finally made it to our campsite, and this is another Harvest Host, which has been so clutch in this area because I feel like at least like compared to the West Coast, there's way more Harvest Hosts out here.
Yeah, and what's nice is a lot of them have had the same day requests available, because that's something that we struggled with before, of like, oh shoot, they're already booked up, or we have to book 2 days in advance. Here we've just been booking same day or the day before and finding our next spot, so it has been very easy to use, and I'm so grateful for these when we don't have a bunch of like national forest land or BLM spots around, so it's been really nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we get some goods or services instead of just paying for a place to sleep.
Yeah. So most of my favorite Harvest Hosts are breweries because it's a good excuse for me to buy some beers. But in this case, we each got something fun. Liana got some sort of cocktail situation. Yeah. And then I got some beers, so...
And look how nice the cans look, too.
I think mine looks more fun.
Mine's pretty fun. This feels very, like, where we are now, you know? Like, tropical and lakes, and looks nice.
Yeah, so we actually really enjoyed doing Harvest Hosts because it's not like you're paying and just getting a toilet and a shower and whatnot, which are pretty valuable items for that matter. But
no, not to put campgrounds down. We love them.
yeah, we like campgrounds too. But at least with these kind of things, you're not just paying to park somewhere. You're paying for something good. So.
And you're supporting a local business,
yeah.
usually. So.
So we're gonna enjoy these cocktails and just probably chill. It sounds pretty nice to me, right?
Yep. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
Hey, we're supposed to be hiking.
I just need to see what I'm going to be dreaming about for the way back.
Good morning!
Morning!
So we made it to Indiana Dunes. Last night the weather was super thundery and rainy and just not fun to sleep in a van in. But today is looking much better. So we got some blue skies behind us with a little bit of clouds. And we're doing a little hike on the west beach of Indiana Dunes National Park.
Yep.
And the other good thing about Indiana Dunes is that it's actually really dog friendly. It's probably one of the more dog-friendly national parks that we've been to. So dogs are allowed on pretty much all the beaches and trails except for a few. So we are doing a dog-friendly one to West Beach, which is one of the popular beach spots. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and Bailey loves hiking in the sand. She has the best time running around, so she's a happy girl.
Yeah, so this loop is only 1 mile long, so it shouldn't be too bad, but it is through sand and stairs. So I think maybe that'll add to our heart rate just a little bit. But these dunes are a little different than what we were expecting. We're used to kind of like the Great Sand Dunes in Colorado or like the Oregon Sand Dunes where it's literally just plain sand. This stuff has a bunch of vegetation on it and it's pretty neat, a little different. We've made it to the beach, woohoo! It's kind of fun walking on like the boardwalks and stuff, but this is West Beach, and I guess certain areas are actually closed to dogs during certain times. So the lifeguarded swim area is closed to dogs during like Memorial Day or Labor Day or something like that. So I think we're out of that boundary and we're just gonna chill for a bit. I'm gonna take a dip to wash off. I could use a bath.
Round 2.
So, should we get some ice cream?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Got the goods. SpongeBob. Nice. Ice cream sandwich for me.
So it was fun to explore the sand dunes a little bit, and the beach was really nice, but what was even nicer was that ice cream stop. And they have like the cream of the crop spot for ice cream because it's so hot outside and like everybody's walking past it. And
yeah, it like is the best thing you could possibly offer after coming back so hot. So that was really nice.
Yeah, but we've been really pleasantly surprised with all the beaches in like Michigan and Indiana now. Everything on Lake Michigan and Lake Superior, the ones that we've been to, have been so nice and sandy, and it's definitely not something we were expecting. Originally we thought that it was kind of like man-made, maybe they dumped a bunch of sand on the beach, but yeah, there's some history here. Of course, you have all these sand dunes everywhere, so.
Yeah, although I do think that that's something that makes this park a little bit less special. Like, it's still fun to enjoy, but because there's so many other dunes and places to swim and beautiful lakes, it makes it slightly less like a must-do. But if you're going to all the national parks, then it's definitely worth a visit.
So where are we heading next?
So, we are pretty close to Illinois and Chicago specifically, so we thought this is the perfect opportunity to get some Chicago-style deep dish pizza. I don't think we're going to go into the heart of Chicago in this van, but we'll find a nearby stop and get some pizza.
Yeah, so we're making the extra little trip to get some pizza. Let's
go! A new state unlocked for us.
Yes, ma'am.
got the goods.
So cute.
I know, we got a small, but it feels pretty heavy.
It smells delicious.
Oh my goodness, okay. Yeah, oh, did you see that drop?
It's got some heft.
It's got some heft. I'm so excited for this, and I think the question we need to answer is, was this worth an hour drive? But so far, it smells and looks like it is, so does it taste like it is?
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Alright, let's dig in.
Cheers. Yeah, that's nice. Good layers in there. Nice.
Apparently this, oh yeah, so this is Lou Malnati's Chicago deep dish pizza, and we got the classic Chicago deep dish. So it has sausage, cheese, tomato sauce, all the good stuff, and they're known for a very buttery and flaky crust, which I can agree with. It's pretty buttery and flaky.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting all the layers. You got a nice big cheese down there, and then this is like a little layer of sausage, which is interesting. And then, of course, the tomatoes. But yeah, it's really good.
And this is a small.
Yeah, at first, when Leanna walked out of the restaurant with the tiny little box, I'm like, what the heck? That's all we got? Yeah, I forgot that deep dish is basically a bowl, so.
Yeah, like one slice is like 3 slices. Go to Lou's.
We have made it to our campsite, and we're actually staying at the visitor center for the Indiana Dunes, so it's more like a camp parking spot. But they allow overnight parking here. We called just to confirm, and you know, by the time you watch this video, you probably want to call and confirm too, because who knows if they're going to allow this in the future. But we are enjoying some of our drinks from the brewery the other day, and I think we're just going to call it a night. So, you know, even though today wasn't that action-packed, we're still tired. And you know how it goes, right? It's one of those
This
days.
is more than we do in an average day.
Yeah.
National Park, we drove an hour for pizza, and we showered, and we're gonna FaceTime.
Yeah, as you can see, we took nice showers, which is super nice. But yeah, we do have some family stuff to attend to, so we're gonna enjoy these drinks, and we're gonna call it a night here. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Good night.
Good morning. So we made it to Cuyahoga Valley National Park, and it was actually about a 5-hour drive, which we did yesterday, but we didn't record much because it was just a boring travel day, uneventful, except on that road getting here. It's like all toll roads, so we ended up spending like $30 to get here.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Just on tolls.
Like $5 thing, and then just one of the stops was like, oh, $21. What?
Yeah, so anyways, we're here now, and we're gonna go check out some of the trails here. Right now we're starting the Ledges Trail, which should be fun. It's one of the most popular ones here, so we'll see what it looks like.
And it's dog friendly.
I know, no Bailey.
At least it's nice and cool today, and it's shaded, so very nice change from the dunes.
So this trail is actually really nice.
Yeah, I didn't expect this because we just saw, you know, we were like in a forest up there, but I love all the rocks.
Yeah, there's lots of rocks. There's little side paths too that you can kind of scramble through the rocks. It's like a little playground for people. But definitely liking it more than Indiana Sand Dunes so far.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Nice. I see trees of green.
We made it back to the van, and that was honestly a pretty cool hike. Definitely wasn't expecting it to be like that. There's kind of like lots of caves and rocks and really colorful ones too, which is really cool.
Yeah, it was fun to explore. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, so I think right now it is heating up, so we're gonna go to the visitor center, just cool off a little bit, have lunch, and then we'll let Liana pick what we do next.
Sounds good.
We decided to do one last pit stop at Kendall Lake, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
Didn't realize there's a fishing pond there, because that looks pretty fishy. But the whole area is kind of very swampy, and it's humid and wet and hot now. But apparently there's turtles in the lake too, which is kind of cool. But we hope you guys enjoyed this little road trip of ours. These are completely new states and different terrains than we're used to. So it's pretty fun to experience them. And they're definitely the less traveled ones, but it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah, really good time. So, if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, suggestions as we head to the northeast of the US, let us know in the comments. And if you want to follow along on our adventure, be sure to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.
How about you? So where do we go from